All right. Then we have kind of the more subdued melody. You may want to switch to the neck pickup here and decrease the volume a little bit. So we have 11 on the 5th string. I'll play the phrase. All right. So that's just 11 on the 5th, 13, slide up to 14. Then come over to 11 on the 3rd. Then slide from 13 up to 15, back to 13. And then that's 13 on the 4th, and then back to 11 on the 3rd. And then when you do this, and that's just sliding from 13 to 15, and then adding a little half step bend and bringing it back down, then 13. So we have this. Then we play the 13, 11 again, and then we're going to do a slide, sort of ghost note slide from the 12th down to 11th on the 2nd string, and then 13 on the 3rd string. End it with that melody. It's 13 on the 4th, 11 on the 3rd, and 14 on the 2nd. Then 8 to 9, starting this melody over. On the 4th, 11 on 3rd, back to that 13, up, back down to up to 15, back down. Back to 13 and 11. Okay. Now from here we have actually it's a slide guitar part. I played on the performance without a slide. It'd be kind of difficult to switch to a slide in the middle of the song. I think he pulls it off by pulling off a mic stand or something. But it sounds great without a slide too. But if you're a slide player and you want to use the actual slide here, just play slide on these notes. So you should know how to do it. You'll see the notes here. But if you don't play slide, you can still play it just like I'm trying to do, just with your fingers, kind of a sliding way. If not, just if you do have a slide, use a slide to play the notes. So it's 11 on the 3rd, and then slide from 11 down to 10, back to 11. And then we have it. And that's just a 13, 15, back down to 13, back to 15 on the 2nd string. Come over to the 15 on the 3rd, and then 16, 18, 19 on the 2nd string. Then we have this, which is just 15 on the 3rd, 16 on the 2nd, 16 on the 1st, up to 11, I'm sorry, from 16 to 18, and then kind of start coming back down on the 2nd string, and then come over to the 18 on the 3rd, and then down to the 13 on the 3rd, then 14 on the 2nd, and then back to the 3rd, 15, slide to 13, back to 15. And that was slide to 15 on the 2nd, over to 15 on the 3rd, then to 13, and slide down to 11. Then we have this. That's sliding into the 8 on the 4th, over to the 8 on the 3rd, and then the 10th fret on the 3rd string. Then, kind of similar to what we did before, slide to 15, then 13 on the 2nd, and then 15 on the 3rd, and then that 16, 18, 19 on the 2nd. Then the same thing as before, that 15, 16, 16. That's the same phrase we did before. So you've seen that before. And then we're going to end it with we're going to slide to 14 on the 2nd, play 15, and slide it down to the 11 on the 3rd string. And I'll switch to a clean sound here. And we're going to hold this chord shape and play some more harmonics. All fun. So we have a bar at the 14th fret with your pinky across the 1st and 2nd string. And then the 13th fret with your, switch to the bridge pickup, by the way. 13th fret with your second finger, and then the 12th fret here with your first finger, and then the 14th fret on the 5th string with your third finger. And we're gonna harmonic that by hitting, we gotta get 12 frets up from this 13 here. We're gonna start on an octave up from the 3rd string note, which is the 13th fret. And I'm gonna hit that harmonic again, but I have to visualize where the 25th fret's gonna be, because it's gonna be 12 frets higher, right? It's right there behind my first, this pickup here, this front pickup. Play that, all harmonic on the 3rd, then the open, play the 1st string with your pinky or 3rd finger, then come down and play the harmonic off the 4th string, which is going to be visualizing to 24th fret now, a little bit further towards the neck, and then pick that note on pick the note on the 2nd string, regular natural note, and then to the 14th fret, we have to visualize the 26th, a little bit further back towards the back pickup. So we have all 3. And then it kind of ends it with a 7th fret on the 2nd string, then 8, 9 on the 4th string. And then that takes us on to the bridge section.